loving thought and kindness. Just like a mother's love toward her only child. So this is how we cultivating loving and kindness. So we can sit for 10 minutes in the most comfortable position. The body feels straight but relaxed.
Right, so when the Buddha gained enlightenment, the Brahma Sampati requests the Buddha to share the teachings. So let us do the same by reading this Dhamma Desana Aradhana to request the Dhamma teaching from Ajahn. Brahma Jaloka Dipati Sahampati Gatanjali An Diwarang Ayachata Santi Dasata Parajakkajatika Desetu Dhammang Anukampimang Pajang.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang dhammang sanghang namasami. Good morning, everyone. So you gather again to this place every Sunday. It's a new building. I was stay one time in the old one, maybe like a year ago or 2 years ago. So it's a very pleasant place through all of your hard works, and you have your own place, more comfortable, more conducive to practice the Dhamma. And that's what the theme they asked me, the topic, deepening the practice with joyful heart, joyful mind. When we say practice in Buddhism, what is it that comes first in our mind? We usually think it's meditation. We say, oh, I'm practice. Then people think it's a meditation. Sitting and close their eyes. That is just one part of it. The word of meditation, of course, the Buddha didn't use, right? Because it's an English word. The Buddha speaks Pali. We call it bhavana, cultivation, or more precise, citta bhavana, cultivating the mind, cultivating the heart. And it's not just about sitting and close your eyes. Usually we start with what we call dana. You're familiar with the word, right? Dana. Helping, offering, giving. So this morning, around 8 o'clock, some of you doing dana, offer the meal to the monk. So I receive the food through generosity of the lay people. That is practicing also. That is also cultivation. You cultivate your mind. You're tending your mind. When we say cultivation, we use it also in agriculture, right? Cultivating, planting, looking after the plant, cultivating, looking after the land, cultivating the land. So this is quite right words to use when we say cultivating our heart, cultivating our mind. It's like tending a garden. Is anybody liking gardening here? Have a hobby of gardening? So when we say it's cultivating or practicing, it's developing a skill, a set of skill. And like any other skills, it comes through practice. It comes through familiarity. You keep doing it, so you get used to it, and it brings a mastery over it. Take example when we're still small. Is anybody here know how to ride bicycle? Almost all of us can, right? Riding bicycle. Do you remember when first time we start to learn it? In the beginning, we also don't know, right? This is a set, it's a skill, riding a bicycle. What is the process there? First, maybe our father, our mother gave us a bicycle. Then we start to riding it. And somebody gave us instruction, guide us. Oh, this is how you do it. You sit up in this particular place, you hold it like this, and you're pedaling it like that. Of course, when you learn it, day one, did you actually can ride it straight away? Or you fell down sometime? In my case, I fell down many times. But and it gives us frustration, right? When we really wanted to ride it, but then it seems like keep failing and fall down, and give frustration. What do you think, for example, during that time of frustration that we feel actually fail, we feel actually, oh, we cannot do it, then that time you stop doing it. Imagine that time. Then until now, we still cannot ride bicycle, right? It is because, oh, we keep doing it, we fell down, we keep doing it, we become familiar and getting better, until at some point, we don't even need to think again, what is the manual or how to do it. It's automatic. Until now, for example, you have bicycle and straight away you just sit on it and you ride it. That is how a skill works. By familiarization, repetition, and keep doing it. And of course, that time, one of the factors which, at least for me, make me keep doing it, because what? It's fun. Imagine if the process of riding bicycle is really terrible, and it's really like every time I sit on it, I feel sad. I will not continue with it. But there is this element of fun. Then even though I fall down from the bicycle, get up again, take it up again. So keep doing it while enjoying the fun, enjoying the pleasant feeling experience of learning new skill, and it become the fuel that I master the skill of riding bicycle, you could say. This is what happened. I guess, I assume it's also happened with you, because you enjoy it, then you keep doing it, then now all of you can ride bicycle. So when we say it like practicing Dhamma, is similar like that. It's a set of skill, all skill like that. You can stretch it to any other skill you have, driving a car or cooking, for example. It's have this same pattern that you need to enjoy it in order for you to keep doing it. If somebody forces you and you're not happy to do it, it's very difficult. So practicing Dhamma, cultivating the Dhamma is also like that. When we start, usually the formula is actually we do dana. That is the standard formula. Literal translation means giving. And people usually think it's a giving of an object, right? You give something. Did you sometimes experience giving, but you don't like it, but you're forced to? Oh, I need to give it because it's kind of like a pressure. Especially, for example, in many other countries, you need to give to the government so your business can approve. Looking for a permit, then you need to give something. So that is not dana. Even though it's giving, the intention are not there. Oh, because I have to. Then you don't experience the joy. You don't experience the happiness come out of it. Or sometimes in society we need to give because there is a peer pressure, everybody gives, so I should also give, otherwise I will feel embarrassed. Or sometimes like that also, right? Maybe in the temple, in the end of the session, everybody come and give the monks. Then maybe some of you will, otherwise people look at me strange, I don't give, so I should give. That is not yet dana. Dana is, there is elements of selflessness. You give it with pure intention to help, to letting go. Did you ever experience giving with the pure intention? Oh, I just want to help, I just wanted to give. Of course, you also experience, right? What it feel? It bring you happiness. It bring you sense of relief, sense of fulfillment. That is when we do it with a pure intention, giving. Usually we think about this an object. We give an object. This is me, this is mine, 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 and mine. So then I let it go. What happened that time? Usually when we really have a pure intention of giving, we don't think of ourselves, right? We think other, the one we wanted to give. That moment, maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, we don't think of ourselves. The sense of self is somehow disappear at that moment. Just a fraction of second, I give it to you. Then I think of you actually. I'm not thinking of me, I. That's why they call it selfless. There is no sense of self that time. That's why you feel at ease. The sense of self start to disappear a bit. There is many times we also experience the losing of sense of self. Do you like some kind of hobby, for example, football maybe, when you really watch it, or game? Nowadays people like to play games. When you play game, you completely lost yourself. You lost to that particular object. When you're watching a football game, you completely lost it. And that brings sense of relief. Or for example, people doing a dangerous activity, climbing mountain, dangerous mountain, or doing a bungee jumping or jump from high place. It's bring a lot of joy for people doing it, because for that moment they just so focused into one thing. They lost the sense of self for a while, not thinking about me, my problem, just completely lost to that particular thing. But we don't need to do that. Not necessary. If you want to experience the same quality of joy, you just do it completely, something without sense of self. We start with giving. We get familiar. When we give something with a selfless intention, I just wanted to help. That is the moment, even a fraction of a second, we feel at ease. Get familiar with it. Get familiar with that feeling when you help without any motive, any agenda, when the sense of self just disappears a bit. And the more you recognize it, the more you're familiar with it, the more you want it to do it. Because you know when I do that, it gives me a sense of joy. Everybody, of course, they don't like to suffer, right? They're always looking something which gives them happiness. But usually, they're looking it through the senses. Try to hear something that makes them happy, look something. And there is another happiness, another sense of joy when we chip away that sense of I, sense of self. So when we start to giving intentionally, giving with the good intention, the selfless, and start familiar with that, it makes us addicted. Anybody here addicted with cigarette maybe, or something, addicted with games, for example. You wanted to keep doing it because it gives you some fun. So when we say, oh, practicing Dhamma, deepening the practice, make it more and more skillful with it, mastering it, this element is quite important, to have fun while we're doing it, to have sense of joy. So when you, like for example, this morning yesterday, when the lay people come and offer food, I usually ask them, what do you feel when you give food to the monks? I ask, is anybody of you crying or sad? They say, no, we are happy, smiling. But sometimes people just took it for granted. They pass by that feeling, that experience, just because we are good Buddhists, so we just do it. They forget to in touch with that feeling, oh, this is the result, when I actually completely selfless and I wanted to offer. Not because, oh, I wanted to offer to this Ajahn, because this Ajahn are very special, so I got a lot of merit, I will go to heaven, or my business get success, and I can have an aspiration inside my heart, may my son will marry soon. So all kind of, they call it aspiration. That is not pure giving. That is what? Business. I give you something, so I get that one. And sometimes it's work like that. So people, but this is just how the law of karma work. It's a universal law. Whatever religion you have, you can go to holy places, make an aspiration, I do this, so I get that. In any religion they have this kind of practices, including Buddhism. So I need to remind you again, that is called business, not dana. The idea of dana is you wanted to chipping that sense of self. This is mine, 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 right? A while ago, this is belong to somebody, the water, and somebody gave it to me. So that sense of self start to chipping away. Then people experience sense of joy, at ease. So recognize that feeling. So then you don't have to be then forced to do it again. Oh, there's another occasion, I wanted to offer something. Because you know, you just wanted to letting go. It brings sense of joy. And start to understand that actually, you don't have to do it until there is monk there. We are now we can say we are Buddhists, follower of the Buddha, so this is the form to make it familiar, to make people get used to it, what it feels when we are giving. So okay, the standard format, usually you give something to the monk. Not necessary. Maybe monk will be passed here once a month or once every 2 months. You can give to any other people. But most likely or more likely that you will give it to somebody which we call monks, because we are Buddhists. This is the culture. More likely that people will come and offer me food, or just random people in the street. So okay, let's use that form. This is what it feels when I give something to the monks giving food in the morning. Then you start to recognize that feeling. Oh, this is what happened when I completely giving something with there is no self-interest on it. Then you start to spreading it. You give something to your friend, your family. And when we talk about giving, it's not just a physical object. You can give your time, your energy. So at that moment, you also don't think about yourself. Oh, this is my time. I need to go to do something, some shopping. But then I come to Buddhist Fellowship and I do volunteering, for example. Or I just go and clean the toilet. I just go and clean the garbage. You can hire people to do that, but then for the one who do it, it becomes job. This is my job to do it. The same guy will clean the place, but the other guy clean this place because they wanted to offer something. They wanted to offer their energy. They wanted to offer their time. Then it becomes dana, service. And most people who do like this, it's very easy for them to become happy. How many volunteer in Buddhist Fellowship? 10, 20? So if they do it properly, it's very easy to become happy, because there is time to time in their life, they don't think about themselves, just think about other. In this context, thinking about this society. In whatever you can. You can give your time, you can give your energy, you can give your good thought of loving kindness. You can give the other way around, angry thought, you give it to other. Then again, it express in your mouth. You give angry speech to other. But you can also give a good thought, good speech, good words to other, encouragement. Okay, I offer you advice. Then it becomes dana. Then you also, sometimes, we give, but the way we give it is also effect. Sometimes we give it out of upset. Here, take it. Then the feeling are different. And okay, this is for you. This is how it affects us, right? So this thing, this different skillful means, from, we can say, the most fundamental, we call dana, we can start to draw the experience of joy, experience of happiness. And this has become like you see, like an engine, you get oil engine. You have car, right? It have engine. What happens, for example, if the car running without engine oil? After a while, it will break down easily because too dry. There is no lubricant there to make it smooth. So the same also when we just, we do dana because we are Buddhists, it's very automatic. Then, we do it because the culture like that, the Ajahn say like that, the Bhante say like that. Then just become very dry. But try to see, I do this, and this is what it gives me the result. When I really offer it sincerely, it brings me joy. It becomes the oil, become lubricant, make it smooth. Then it's much easier if we took up another next step of the practice. What we call it? Sila. You requested, right, just recently? Did I force you? You asked it, actually. So that is the trick. Even this talk, actually, you asked it. So don't blame me. Why did he say like that? You asked it. That is I guess, the cleverness of the Buddha. When he got enlightened, he don't want to teach until the story said that the Brahma request to talk. Then he gave a speech. So this is also happen when we wanted to give advice or give a teaching. People need to be open first. People need, and that we judge that they open or not, usually if they ask. So usually a formal teaching, and let people ask, then the monk will give offering in the form of a teaching. Because monk we don't have really material object, so this is our way. So when I see, oh, this is my duty, then I don't feel the joy. But when I feel or think or contemplate, this is actually the way I help other people, then it becomes pleasant. My family, none of them are Buddhists, so usually I never also teach them if they don't ask. Not because, oh, I feel this is really great, this Dhamma really helped me a lot, this is the best, then I just kind of with very kind of vigorous then start to teach people, because I wanted them to also experience the same thing. But then most of the case, if we do like that, then there will be conflict. You see the history of human being, the war of religions, fighting, it's because people think, oh, this is good, this is the best, so you also do like this. So giving advice included, we need to find the time and suitable time and suitable place. If people non receptive, okay, then just quiet. If, for example, this place, I really wanted to give, so okay, I offer something to Buddhist Fellowship. What do you offer? A piece of land. Where? There in Antarctica. So it's not useful. Or some people really wanted to give me something. Ajahn, I really wanted to offer you thing. What do you want to offer? A bicycle. Well, I cannot use it. But I really want to give. So there is time, there is place, and is it suitable or not? So this is the skillful way when we wanted to kind of, okay, I wanted to, you told me we need to practice more, we need to deepen our practice, I want to do more dana. Yes, it is true. We need to see time and place and how we do it. Usually in the Buddhist context, we do it respectfully. We learn to do it respectfully. We start to get familiar when we give something to the monk. Sometimes we do anjali with a proper gesture. The gesture is really affect our inner world. It affects our mind. In Thailand, lay people usually do anjali, then they give something respectfully. What happened, for example, in our inner world if the gesture is like this, or gesture like this? It's quite different. So when we give, we offer something, offer it with respect to your friend, to your relatives. Then the one who receives it also feel comfortable. If you give your friend something and you just throw it away, then maybe they get offended. So even when we wanted to cultivating our practice, deepening our practice, we need to consider different things. If we do it properly, it is very easy to experience joy and happiness. If some people say, oh Ajahn, I feel sad in my life, it's very difficult, I don't feel peace, just sadness. Okay, then don't think of your problem for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes, just do something for other people. So if you feel sad in your home, depressed, okay, come here and do volunteer work. Just clean the toilet, just mop the sala, but really intention, I wanted to do this to help others, so other people feel comfortable. In my monastery in Thailand, in Wat Pah Nanachat, the monks did all the work, cleaning the toilets, mopping the sala, cleaning the surroundings, sweeping the monastery. We do it all. When I traveling abroad, traveling outside of Thailand, go to Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, I feel like a king. There is nothing I do here. They mop something for me. Sometimes even, Ajahn, I will wash your robes. So what will I do then? just give teaching. And if you give teaching, sometimes everybody put you up in pedestal, right? So you feel like, oh, I become king here. I go back to Thailand, oh, sometimes I need to clean the toilet. Very rare now because I become more and more senior, but there is collective time, we work, clean the whole monastery, physical work. Just to express, okay, this is my way to give something to others. Like what we chant, may all beings be happy, with the kindness to others. It's very easy to think like that, but then they ask you, can you clean the garbage? Oh no, I don't want to do it. You know, it's very easy to think, may you be happy, yeah? But when going to the practicality, the actual work, no, I cannot do that. I am the CEO in my company, how can I just mopping the sala? So you need to translate that intention, wishing of other being happy, wishing in gladness, in samadhi that all beings be happy. You need to translate that thought into practical thing. Then you can say it's a genuine, not just thinking, oh, may all beings in the world all happy. Can you donate something to the poor guy? Oh no, sorry, I cannot do that. So you need to translate it. So that is what we call dana, giving something. You don't have to wait until monks around. Just give something to the society, even a little bit. Cleaning the garbage, doing something, you can ask the one who stay here what I can do. With the intention of, I just wanted to give my time, my energy. And that will bring to the next step of practice, which we call sila. You just request it. It's much easier when we have a habit to give, to letting go. Because if you notice the sila, you read also the English one, right? Panatipata Veramani. I train myself not to kill living being. It's a training. A training means a cultivation. You train yourself, just like you train yourself riding a bicycle. What did you train? You train your heart. You train your mind. Oh, there is intention, wanted to kill mosquito. There is mosquito there. What usually you do? There is ants, step. But now, oh, I train myself. There is one thing to kill. That one thing, I didn't follow up. I give it up. That is not because the Buddha forbid you to kill. That is not the translation. That is not the word. The word not the Buddha forbid you to steal. He never said. He didn't say that. But he also don't say you can steal. But what he say, I train myself. It's a training. If you notice the morality in Buddhism, it also exists in other religion. Not killing, not stealing, right? All religions teach like that, not stealing, not to do sexual misconduct, not allowed to cheat your husband or your wife. They also do that. But it came from different place. Somebody outside, another entity outside, forbid you to do that. If you break it, you go to hell. If you follow it, I give you reward, you go to heaven. In Buddhism, it comes from different place. It's a training. That one thing of killing, one thing of stealing, I don't follow it. That I want, I give it up. The continuation from giving up during dana, if you notice, dana also giving up, sila also giving up. So when you see that one, oh, there is this urge to kill this mosquito, oh, okay, I give it up. You let it go. There is sense of relief inside, sense of at ease, sense of happiness that, okay, I train myself not to follow this downward movement, this wanting. Then you don't do it because, oh, I need to do this sila because I come to this building, oh, actually I wanted to steal something but now I cannot. Then you didn't say like that. There is sense of kind of happiness, sense of joy that, oh, I'm training myself. I am under a training. Just like when we learn how to ride bicycle, even though I know I'm not yet there, I'm not yet mastering it, but there is sense of joy. I know this is the process to go there. Same also with Sila. And what we usually said, what is usually in our mind when we say practice in Buddhism, meditation is the next one. So you notice it's not only a meditation, it is holistic. You can say meditation, sit down, close your eyes, it's like a tip of iceberg. Just on the tip. There is a lot of more down there. How to condition, how to set up the conducive situation in order to make this sitting practice successful. That's what we do, dana, sila. And if you notice, when we meditate, 10 minutes before we meditate, what happened? The mind go here, the mind running there. But every time it go there is pulling, wanting to think of that, I give it up. Another thought come, I give it up, hands up. What is that? Same, right? Dana, you're giving up. Sila, wanted to this, you're giving up. The more you're doing dana, sila in this way, the more easy you meditate, because you get familiar. What is this internal process of giving up? Not following the impulse. Until the end of the practice, what we call giving up this sense of identity. Put it down. Did you ever put down your sense of self? Yes, you can. Every night. Last night, did you sleep? How many hours? 6 hours? 7 hours? You lost yourself there, right? You lost your house, your husband, your wife, your billions of dollars in the bank, your BMW car. You lost everything there. You have a glimpse, but you are not aware. The deeper your sleep, the nicer it is, right? Now we're doing it while still aware, because just doing it while sleeping, it don't bring a shifting of perception or understanding, because we are not aware. So this practice of dana, sila, samadhi, we do it with fully understanding. This is what we do. I put it down, I put it down. When we sit meditate, I put it down. Even the sense of I put it down. And like the puja we do this morning is very nice, because we started with Vichanda Metta Sutta. For me, this is one of the easiest ways to cultivating the sense of joy. Because, there is phrases like a mother protect her own child, like the love of a mother to her only child. What it feel like? I think some of you here are mother, so you have the idea what it feel when you have your own child. That sense of love. This is just the analogy, like a mother, because then how about father? Yeah, father also can develop that sense of love. Especially, when your child is still baby, it's much easier to think, oh, the love is there. But when they become teenagers, sometimes it's a bit difficult. You think, oh, just headache, you want. So, this is just tools when we said, may all beings be happy. What it felt inside when we say like that. When I say, may you be happy, what it feel here? Then the feeling of loving and kindness get triggered, start to exist. This is what we wanted to cultivate it. And how to cultivate it? By come there again and again, pay attention with it. If we pay attention to the sense of love, that is what grows. If we pay attention to the upset, anger, that also will grow. Depend which one we wanted to pay attention. Just like we have two dogs inside, one black and one white. If you feed the black dog, then that is the one who get healthy, and the white dog getting sick and die. The other way also like that. So it is up to us when we talk about cultivation, which one we wanted to pay attention and cultivate. Like the analogy of cultivation, like a farmer, for example, he need to choose what he wanted to cultivate, what plant he wanted to make prosperous. For example, the rice. Okay, I plant rice. I want this plant to prosperous. This is the one I cultivate. So other than that, I need to remove the other grass, the other thing. I need to remove it and feed the rice, give it water, give it fertilizer, look after it, and after a while, it gives result. Same with gardening. You tend your garden. What is the weeds? You recognize. Oh, this is the weeds. Okay, pull it out. Oh, this is helpful. Okay, you're cultivating it, developing it. So same with practicing Dhamma. With cultivating Dhamma, we need to look inside because it's not something outside. What is actually helpful inside? What is wholesome? Oh, the sense of love. Okay, cultivate it. This brings joy. When you ask a mother, for example, like in the sutta, a mother loving her only child, what it feel when they think of their child? Oh, sense of joy, happiness. I never heard any mother say, oh, my child or my son or my daughter are ugly. Even they are ugly, they always say the most handsome, the most beautiful. That is the power of love, sense of acceptance. So can we cultivate it, this one, like by, of course, first we say the words, may all beings be happy. That is the key to trigger the sense of loving. And we use this kind of wholesome feeling during our practice. So then it's not like I mentioned, it's not like a dry engine, but there is kind of lubricant there. There is something make it feel comfortable when we move along the path while we're practicing dana, sila, and bhavana. So it's joyful. And there is one time when I was practicing, one of my teachers said, if you feel that you are practice and you feel, oh, your practice not going anywhere and you don't feel any result or you feel not happy with it, okay, stop, meditate and go out, help others. That is the easiest way I found out. If you wanted to be happy, then make other people happy first. Just like, okay, you wanted to feel the sense of loving, okay, love other first. Because just like you throw a fire towards other people, when you throw it, it actually may hit the person, or maybe also not. But the first one who get burned is me, because I touched the fire. Loving and kindness also like that. It's just like throwing the flower to other people. The other people maybe get hit by that flowers, but maybe also not. But the first one who get the fragrance is me, because I'm the one who hold it. So when I say, may all beings be happy, the first one who become happy, who? Me, not other people. Other people may can, or but also maybe cannot, don't know. But it's a skillful means, rather than think, oh, when I will be happy, why I'm not happy, oh, I'm so sad, it's all my problem, I. Just think other people first. And choose people which is easier. For example, oh, my mother. I think my mom, then I say, oh, may my mother be happy. It's more easy. Then the feeling of loving arises. The image of a mother and the word, may my mom be happy, is a key to enter the room of loving and kindness. But sometimes people say, but when I think of my mom, I just get angry because I always quarrel with her. Okay, change it. Think of your father. Oh, my father, even worse. Wow, okay, then how should I do? Your sibling, oh yes, same. Your college, oh same. How about in your house? Do you have pet? Yeah, I have a cat. Do you love your cat? Yeah, of course. Okay, then think of your cat. May my cat be happy. That is the key then, to access that feeling of love. Then you dwell that feeling of love of joy. Then you sit in meditation. Then you cultivating the practice with the sense of joy, pleasant feeling. Then disappear again. Come the old habit of angry, upset, depressed. Okay, bring again the image of your cat. And access again that feeling of love, feeling of joy. Then when you move around in your daily life, so what happened? If you are in that place, people also will feel it. Just like when you put perfume in yourself, it's not that you want it only this people in the front will smell the nice perfume, right? When you put perfume here, it will all around you. People will smell it. The other way around also like that. If you have a bad odor, you don't need to, oh, only this guy. Everybody will experience it. Do you notice sometimes you come to a room and someone really upset, really angry, without saying anything, we feel also uncomfortable because it's spreading. The other way also like that. When we dwell in the sense of loving and kindness, because I thinking of my cat, then I say, oh, my cat will be happy, then I feel love. It also spread around. People will feel. That's why one of the they said in the sutta, the benefit of loving and kindness meditation, other being will love you also. They say the angel, the devata will like to hang around with you because you're spreading that feeling. Do you notice that some of you have friends who is actually very nice and people just like to hang with him, right? But there's also a friend who is really nasty and people just wanted to avoid. So same with that, when you start to cultivating the sense of joy, sense of love, you cultivate it during your practices, then people also, without their knowing, hey, why did I like to hang out with this guy? Maybe they just feel at ease. And not just them, we ourselves feel at ease. And when we say, okay, with that sense of ease, we do whatever our activity, including practicing Dhamma. Not anymore because, I need to practice, I need to sit. Not anymore because, actually it's very enjoyable when I practice. Why? Yeah, first I think of my cat, then I say, I love my cat. Then you watch your breath. Then it's not something you push. Then what you call your meditation? A cat meditation. That's a trigger. It's a key to access that room of sense of joy. Because first we need to familiar first what make us actually feel or experience the sense of joy and happiness. That's why the standard formula they say, think first of people close to you, your mother. Then say, may my mother be happy. Then you access that feeling of joy. Then your father. Then people who are neutral with you. Then your enemy, hopefully, to change the subject. Okay, this is my enemy, then can I see the enemy still with the feeling of love. Then after a while, if you do like that, it's not become enemy anymore. So, this kind of thing while we practice, as soon as possible to find a skillful means how to develop the sense of happiness, joy, while we're practicing Dhamma is very important to keep us going. Just like a car, when there's no more fuel, it stops. And what is that fuel when we're practicing? That sense of joy, sense of happiness. So whenever you come here, before you come, try to do something, dana. Help something, help the volunteer. Maybe just as simple as helping to put back again the chair or something. But with intention, I wanted to help. So I guess this is all what I can offer. I really wish that you still keep coming in this place. Every week, is it? Every week with sense of happiness and joy. So may all beings be happy, and I close this Dhamma sharing with appreciation and the wish that may all of you be happy, may all beings, what we see or North Sea and all citizens of this country experience joy and happiness in their heart. Evam.
Thank you, Ajahn. So now we have time to do question and answers. If you have any questions, you can raise your hands and I will pass the mic to you. All right. We have one over here.
Hello, Ajahn. Thank you for your Dharma talk. I know actually metta meditation is very powerful. Just out of curiosity, is it true actually if you practice metta meditation, just reciting metta meditation, you'll be surrounded by deity who will protect you? I think it's a very strange question, but I just want to find out.
The scriptures say like that. So now the question is, do you actually believe it or not? Right? So okay, I know some people are very logical or intellectual. Oh, I didn't see it. We just recently chanting the metta. Where are they actually? Right? If you have this kind of mind, then you need to see by yourself to believe. Then okay, just take it aside first, right? But if you kind of like into belief, or they call it saddha charit, then by just say, oh yeah, the Buddha said like this, so that must be true then. For some people, they are satisfied with that. Then they come to the conclusion, I accept it, so they're practicing it, developing metta, cultivating the sense of loving and friendliness to all direction. But they still cannot see them, right? But for them, it doesn't matter anymore, because they have the faith. And modern people, sometimes, especially they not come from Buddhist culture, they question it. Is it true actually? Because I cannot see them. So they don't need to practice because they wanted to surround it by Devada. Because you can practice it because you do actually experience when you're cultivating metta, loving kindness, what it brings into your inner world, what it feel. What it feel, for example, oh, I really want to punch this Ajahn. What it feel, You feel like, but I cannot because many people here and we are all Buddhists, we should not punch Ajahn. But that sense of inside, boiling, what it feel? Or, oh, may Ajahn be happy. May Ajahn be at ease. What it feel? Or not Ajahn, your mother, think of what it bring. So then you come to your own conclusion that this practice are powerful, important, because you see by yourself the benefit. Then you can continue practicing like that. If you are very logical, because you really need to know, oh, I didn't see it. And if you ask me, it is true or not true, I have faith on the Buddha. Of course, I will say, oh yeah, it's true. But is it actually solve it? Are you going to believe that, So it's really up to you. And when my take is, I didn't practice it because I wanted to be surrounded by Deva. Just like when I'm being kind, I didn't do it so actually people around me will like me. I just do it, but somehow people feel at ease with us, right? That is, I said, bonus. That is not the main reason I practice. Otherwise, it's become like, in Indonesia, I don't know what they call like a magic spell, I do this magic thing, so this guy will like me. That's why I do metta thing. Not like that. It's just for my own benefit. It protect me. Protect from what? Protect from anger. And cultivate the sense of at ease. And the other, bonus. Just like you, if you are very friendly, very helpful, then automatic, many people will like you. Many people like to hang out with you. That is the being which we can see. Even animals like us. And if we believe there is other being which we cannot see, then they also will like us. I hope that helps.
Ajahn, thank you for the talk. So my question is, when we surrounded, like doing works or in our daily life, we surrounded by people who are toxic. So what I mean toxic people is like those people who like gossiping, those people like talk other people's back, and then it actually drain your energy. But we as Buddhists, right, how we can look into these people in a metta way or in a very upekkha way. So thank you.
Of course, you cultivated your quality before you meet them, right? It's not then, because it's, for example, it's like a soldier. They don't practice shooting only when they meet their enemy, right? Before they go to the battlefield, they need to practice first how to use their weapon, how to do all the skills necessary. So when they go to the battlefield, they know how to use it. That is similar with, like for example, metta. This is the skill which we need to develop first before we meet a difficult situation. When we already meet with the difficult situation, for example, when we get angry already, it's very difficult to cultivate the metta usually. You're already angry with this guy, you wanted to punch him, you look at him and just, may you be happy, but inside here you, oh. So then it's very difficult, right? So you need to develop it before that. So then it becomes second nature. Then when this anger arises, you have an option, because this is what it felt yesterday when I did cultivating metta, and this is what I feel now. So you have a place to go. Usually like that. So first, of course, my advice, you practice first metta before you meet this difficult situation, before you meet this toxic people, right? And when it really happened, there is two ways, two options. There may be actually time, but it's actually very difficult, very intense. Maybe if just like gossip, then you can tolerate, right? But maybe sometimes it becomes intense. He really come into your face and yell at you. And you cannot run because he is your boss, for example. And you want to meditate, cannot, because your metta muscle is not that strong, right? Oh, cannot. Maybe unlike the Buddha, he can accept it. Most of us not, then okay. There is two options. If you're able to see it as it is, for example, you see this guy, I got angry, I got upset, then the anger arises, right? Then I see that sense of anger as it is, experience it, accept it completely. Then what happened? That anger, you experienced anger before, right? Are they stay there forever? Or they change? They change. So like any other feeling, it come and it go. If we have enough patience, then we can just say, stay there, accept it, and see that feeling, upset. Okay, I don't touch it. I don't force it to go away, I don't fight it, but I also not flowing with it. We are in the middle, as a silent witness. That is the wisdom way. That is where we see it come and it go. But it needs a lot of khanti, passion. And usually, our response is to go against which we don't like and go towards the thing which we like. That's why always left, right, never in the middle. This is where the sense of the middle I am accepted without pushing it or flowing it. It is the panya way, the wisdom way, or we call it vipassana these days. Observe without any agenda, completely observe. Not because, oh, they say if I observe, it will disappear. So I observe it, so it will disappear. Then it's not anymore pure observation. And if it is too strong, then we do the second option. If I see this guy, I really get angry, I want to punch this guy. Okay, then I shift my attention. I look at the trees. The moment I look at the trees, that will be disappear, that feeling, because the fuel is gone there. The coals are gone, right? Now I see the trees. And somehow I like trees. Whenever I'm surrounded by trees, I feel at ease. And with people, I don't feel at ease when surrounded by people. I don't know why, but that is what happened. So when I look at trees, I feel happy. The anger disappears. Or look at the flowers. Or look at my cat. This is shifting attention. It's called samatha. If you want to see the Pali one, this is the essence, the methodology, right? How it works. Or you look at your breath. You feel the body. It breathe in by itself, breathe out by itself. The moment you feel it here, you can still look at your boss because you cannot close your eyes when your boss talk. You got fire, so look at the boss, but you feel here the breath. So some of the attention mostly here already, but you can still listen. Shifting the attention and hold it comfortably, that is the essence of samatha. And that shifting to what object? In the traditional context, there is 40 objects. Breath, Buddha-nusati, colors, but it can be more than that. Like I say, I look at the trees, I pay attention to the trees, that is samatha. Shifting and holding it comfortably. And if I'm strong enough, then I just look face to face. Face to face, I look at the boss and feel here what it feels without reacting. Not try to pushing it or block it or flow with it. That is the time when we can see, oh, it changed. Just like the clouds, it come, it go. Another cloud come. This will give understanding. Which one you will apply? It depends on the situation. If it's too strong, then use the other one. It's an instant solution, immediate solution, but not permanent, because you will run from the issue. You didn't see the real problem. What is that? Feeling of I am not accepted, feeling of I am upset, feeling of I am not happy because I got scolded, because the people are gossiping, which I expected that people not gossiping about me. So usually when we feel people are toxic, because we are not agree with what they're doing. So we are involved with that. When we completely accept it, okay, that is what people do, then it will not become toxic anymore. We feel he's toxic because what? He's always gossiping. Because that's deep down, maybe there is expectation that people should not gossiping. We have some idea. Why he's toxic? Because he's abusive. Yes, in that context is true, but because we have some expectation that people should not be abusive. So when we completely accept the fact, then it's not affected us. Then we didn't see it anymore, this is toxic or not toxic. But when we are still on that level, then that is toxic, so need to avoid it. But the ultimate level, for example, the story of the Buddha, for him there's nothing is toxic. Even those who abuse him, right? There is story of abuse. He just sat there, and what did he said? He said to the guy who abused him, for example, somebody come and offer you a gift. If the one who being offered the gift refuse it, no, I don't accept your gift. To whom that gift belongs? Or to the one who give it, because the guy don't accept it. Then the Buddha said, likewise, I don't accept your abuse. So it didn't touch him. In the conventional sense, yes, this guy is toxic because very abusive. But either in our subjective experience, it depends on us. If we still carry away, then we say it's toxic. But if we not carry away, completely in the middle, and it's not toxic anymore. So you have two options, face to face with it. If your muscle is not strong enough, shifting the attention. So put some flower in your office in case your boss comes. Okay, look at the flowers a little bit there. Something like that. The easiest way is your breath, because your breath always with you. When the boss starts to say something bad, okay, feel the breath.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, maybe last two questions, right? There's one in the front, and later you have questions? All right, so two last questions before we proceed to the next session.
Thank you, Ajahn. So my question is, I think, follow up from the previous one, because there is situations that you might not be able to avoid. Like, for example, your boss is like doing something that you don't like, and we cannot keep avoiding it, right? And when we are feeling, like, let's say, sad or upset, it's very easy for us to keep holding on to that feeling and not being able to divert our attention to other things. So how do we practice ourselves to be able to maybe like, okay, come to terms with that feeling and just move on and not keep holding on to that sad feeling?
I mentioned briefly, like, give an analogy. There is two dogs inside ourselves, black and white. This is just example. So if we feed the black one, then that is the one will grow, and the white one will die, and vice versa. So that feeling in ourselves, whatever it is, it works like that. Which one we pay more attention, that will be prevail. So for example, you feel upset, and you come back again. Yesterday you feel upset because your boss doing something like this, like that, then you feel upset. Then tomorrow, you think of it again. That means you re-alive it, you enliven it again, right? It's already yesterday. But then you think of it again. You make it live again. Next week you do the same. You think again, alive again. So that's the one will become dominant. Now, if I ask you, do you ever feel happy or joy in your life? Do you actually have habit to think of it again? Which one people have habit? For example, there is one time my mother say, you are a very good boy. That gives me a sense of happy. How many times you think of it again? Then, for example, your boss scolding you. And your boss scolding you maybe last week. And you keep thinking it again. Tomorrow you think it again. But you forget to think, 10 years ago, my mom said like this. 9 years ago, my father did this to me. We never think it again. That's why this black dog seems become very strong in everybody, because that is what they keep fit. So, but Ajahn, is very difficult. It is difficult because that is the habit we've been doing since we are born until now. That has become like the pattern. So, automatic, without thinking, we have tendency more likely to think the negative thing happen in our life. We didn't count the blessing in our life. Do you have house when you come back from here? Do you have shelter? Did you ever think, I'm very grateful that I have house? When you think like that, it makes you happy. But you never think maybe. You just think, my boss are my friend is like that. So then the black dog getting bigger. That is the function when we cultivating Dhamma, we practice, we give, and look inside what it feels. Then you happy, you joy. That is become like an option. If you never or rarely become happy or joy in your life, then it's very difficult because there is less option to choose. only like, oh, my friend scolding me, my boss upset with me, my girlfriend break away, then how about the other option, which is wholesome? I don't know. I gave food to monks 3 years ago, and that maybe also that don't give like intense happiness. So you need to first, if you wanted to actually reduce that the strength of the black dog, cultivating more the white one. How many times you meditate a day? How long you practice? But then you expected that nobody will make me upset. This kind of practice, the dana, sila, bhavana, is like immune system. You strengthen your immune system. And that's like toxic people, toxic behavior, they are like virus. You remember when we got this COVID thing? There is no way you tell the COVID virus, don't come to me. There's no way. What is the most common sense to do? Strengthen our immune system. So then they will be around, but then they will not affect us. You cannot tell your boss, you from now on, you should only say something nice to me. Can you do that? Or even your wife, or your, those who married already, is it possible? It's not possible. But what is possible? To strengthen your immune system. What does that mean, the immune system? The sense of joy inside you, which is you cultivate in the Buddhist context, do dana, practicing sila and bhavana. So then your immune system getting strong. When other people criticize you, it's less likely affect you because you have a strong immune system. You cannot control people outside there, but you can actually strengthen yourself. So that is the only thing I could say. Now when people, most of the time I always sad, Ajahn. Okay, then look again in your life. What is it actually you do to make you happy? Then keep doing that. Hopefully in the wholesome way, like meditating or helping others. Then keep doing that. Then that will become dominant. And only time to time you get sick because the virus. But even though when you get sick with the virus, you heal very quickly. Then it will pass by itself. If you wanted to force it by willpower to go away, for example, my boss angry at me yesterday, I'm really not happy, and you don't want this sense of happiness inside you, you try to push it with willpower, it's not work. Yesterday during the retreat, I told some people, I asked them, do you have, each of you here, do you have a cell phone? Do you remember what the color without look at it? Open your pocket. You remember the color, right? Now, yesterday I told them, now let's experiment. Don't think of your cell phone. Force yourself. I don't want to think my phone. No phone, no phone. What will happen? The phone image getting strong. Any emotion, feeling like that. This angry, I'm not happy, I'm upset. I don't want to get upset. I push it away. Don't want upset, don't want upset. Upset are there. The moment you don't want it, you already put your finger there. You get burned. The best way, like I said, 2 ways, hands off, and just look at it. Then the fuel are not there anymore. The fire will go down by itself. Or if it's too strong, you are too close with the fire, unbearable. You always wanted to involve justifying thing. Then shifting your attention. I remember yesterday I went to the park with my family, we have picnic, eat lunch together, feel so happy. Think of that. Think of your cat, my cat be happy. Then you feel love again. Slowly, slowly, that is getting stronger, and the other one getting weaker and pass away by itself. Don't try to push it with your will force, willpower. It not work. I think that's all.
Okay, we are down to the last question, right?
Thank you, Bante, for your talk. Just last week, my friend actually approached me and asked me to help him, to bring him to temple. I said, what happened? He said he has a very bad cough for few weeks. Then he recalled that he went to Thailand, visit a friend who bought a new condo. So when he went to the condo and take some pictures, and then he suddenly, when he went back, he saw the pictures, and there's one picture that actually showing the balcony behind the curtain. There is one black shadow. So he suspects that because of the black shadow, made him cough very badly. He saw a doctor after taking medication, but also not cure. So he asked me to help. I said, how can I help you? Bring me to the temple. So I brought him to the temple, and he said he want the monk to do chanting and to ward off the misfortune. And all that. I brought him to the temple and have the holy water, and I also asked him to do some volunteer work that day. So he followed me to do some volunteer. But I'm not sure whether he healed. So I just asked, what is your comment, or what do you advise him to do? Thank you.
My comment, you are doing very well helping your friend go to the temple. Comment from your story. Regarding your friend, I have no comment. When you sick, go to see doctor. When you sick mentally, afflicted by suffering, then you can see doctor, monks, that is doctor. Because the Buddha say, Dhamma is medicine, not physical medicine, internal medicine. You see people with healthy body, very strong, but mentally they suffer, depressed, not happy. That kind of sickness, then the Buddha, through his medicine, the Dhamma, can help. So not the physical sickness. Oh, people cough. I have no training in medical. Sometimes in Thailand like that, they wanted to invest, they go to the monk asking for advice. I say, what monk can do? We don't have training in business. Should I invest in crypto? I don't know even what this crypto is. Like, the people in Thailand do like that. So like, what happened with people? So the job of a monk, a Buddhist monk, are very specific. I don't have other skill. I used to when I studied computer, but that's like 25 years ago. But we are very specific, just helping people who experience dukkha. But other than that, like ghosts or other stuff, there is many people can do that. You don't have to go to the bhikkhu. The problem is now they think a monk or bhikkhu can help everything, including this kind of stuff. Maybe there is, but for me, I cannot. It's not my training. Even the Buddha, he always said that we got two arrows. One, the arrow which is penetrating the body. He cannot help that one. Sick, old, death, die, sickness, aging and death. That is for sure. Even the Buddha himself experienced that. But the second arrow, which is penetrating our heart. That is can be pulled, that is can be healed through the Dhamma. And that's medicine, which what I just offered to you. If you applied it, then it will pull out the second arrow. So yes, my comment with that is my comment to you, very good, you help your friend. Comment about your friend, I don't have comment with your
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ajahn, for the enlightening talk, as well as the candid Q&A session. So let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.